brand new banger.
It's Nukkle Hedd Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that? And the father goes shamefully, that's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully, Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry. Got hurt. It's like, not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help. And remembers, freeze.
The media?
No,
Randall Savage.
You're Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn?
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right. Look at this.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Tuesday night. You know what that means? We one day away from the New Year's. We got Cap in the building. What's going on, Cap?
Not much, just waiting for this new year to get the fuck out of here.
Word. 2025 has been a son of a bitch.
Yeah. And it's desperately, they're already trying to go out with a fucking bang, which is whatever. New year, let's go.
Word.
So what do we got on topic for tonight? The final podcast of the year, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So what I just looked up was the update for Netflix buying Warner Brothers.
Cool.
It says the latest update is that Netflix has definitively agreed to buy Warner Brothers Discovery Studio and streaming assets, Warner Brothers, HBO Max, and games for $82.7 billion, following a bidding war with the deal set to close after Warner Brothers spins off its cable network, CNN and TNT, into separate companies, Discovery Global, around Q3 2026. While Warner Brothers Discovery Board recommends that Netflix deal over a competing bid from Paramount Skydance. Paramount continues to push its offer, creating ongoing tension, but Netflix agreement is proceeding as Warner Brothers Discovery plans to split into two entities.
So I guess Paramount's push wasn't good enough.
No, it was not.
And in the immortal words of one of the greatest cinematic actors, Gene Wilder, you lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yep.
I had it almost. I flipped.
Yeah, I mean, you do that. That's your shit. That's all right, though.
I should change my name to Misquote.
Shit, so Netflix is cheering and Paramount today was like,
yo, you know what it is? Netflix showed up, suave. He wined and dined. He bought the girl a drink, and Paramount came up and like, but I have muscles. Date me instead. And the girl's like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go over here.
shit. It looks like that. The girl was like, "Well, no."
Yo, and other news, because I know this leads into the discussion of, well, what about theaters? Like, is this going to kill the theatrical market and all that shit?
Yeah.
I just read the other day that mom and pop theaters, like indie theaters, they're getting killed by big distribution things, big production studios like Disney, who are forcing them to keep their movies in their theaters longer than needed. So like Tron Ares had to be played for the full 2 weeks. They couldn't get what do you call it? Nobody's buying tickets, but they couldn't empty their theaters to put something else in. So if you had 2 or 3 screens, one screen had to be dedicated to Tron Ares, even though it's making no money.
Jesus Christ.
Plus, they take 60 to 65% of the revenue for ticket sales from these theaters. Not to mention when Wicked came, what is Wicked for Good?
Yeah.
Wicked for Good came out, and because of the 2-week thing, some mom and pop theaters couldn't do the turnaround fast enough to play Wicked and then go into Five Nights at Freddy's, which was the next big release that came out right after it. So some of them are missing out on windows of actually just showing the current movies.
Shit, and then that's also preventing those movies from making money because now they're not being played in those mom pop.
Yeah. So before we all kill Netflix for killing the movie theaters, it don't look like standard business practices are helping out anyway.
Word. I mean, the we said this last week with the corruption of these businesses trying to make so much profit. That's what's killing most of the movies. It's killing most of the movie theaters now. It's killing every fucking thing. This
Yo, picture this. This is there was a dude who did a little bit of a deep dive into like why CGI is as bad as it is now, when 10 years ago it was looking good, right? And he took the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest, where Davy Jones comes out, the squid dude, and he looks fucking awesome. He said that at that time, audience went, "Oh, CG is good, practical effects are bad." So The Thing in 2011, they did some sort of like prequel shit, right?
yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen the 1980s thing with Kurt Russell.
If I did, it was a while ago.
So in the beginning of that movie, they actually say if you speak Norwegian, you know the what do you call it? They already revealed the twist. There's a dog that's running, right? And there's a helicopter following it. And the guys in the helicopter are yelling in Norwegian, "That's not a dog. That's not a dog." But nobody understands them. Well, in the 2011 movie, it's supposed to be what happened
To the dog.
in the other fucking facility that leads up to, at the end of that one, that dog or the thing turns into that dog and runs to the other facility. Right? So they shot the movie with with what do you call it? All practical effects, like they did back in 1984. They showed it to test audiences, and all the test audience went, it looks too cheesy, it looks dated, it looks like old. So the studio fucking panicked, went out and did all CG, redid all that shots. Movie comes out. What's the number one thing fans complain about?
The CGI.
The CG is shit. It's like, but y'all the ones who fucking did it. Dude, CGI shots went from 300 to 600 shots in a movie to 3,000 shots in a movie now. Now they're doing CG shit for shit that doesn't matter. Like you Yo, you won't believe there's some movies where you can look it up. There's some movies where they're like useless CGI, and the dude will be walking down the block, and the car he passed that was green was CG turned into green. But it could have just kept the car, whatever the fuck that car was, because it doesn't matter. But studios, they've raised the budget of their movies and they want to recoup more at the box office. So they literally, what they do now is they do a bidding war where they turn around to all CG houses and go, hey, who can do this the fastest and for the cheapest price? Fun fact, the studio that did the CG for the Thing movie. So when you go over budget, the studio who's doing the CG has to pay for the fucking, instead of getting paid for their work, they have to pay the studio now.
Shit.
So that studio went out of business after doing work on that movie.
That's fucking ridiculous. How the fuck do you go out of business doing your own fucking thing?
Dude, so you want to talk about the shitty CGI in movies now? That's your fault, audience. That's y'all who don't want to accept practical effects because it's cheaper for them to just go blue and throw red on the screen than put a squib in a motherfucker and make it look real.
Yeah. Shit. Now, I mean, some of the practical effects back in the day were fucking pretty good. Like RoboCop, that shit looked like a real fucking robotic cop, you know. Like, and then they had his what was it, RoboCop 3 with the huge fucking dude, the huge robot, and that was CGI, and that was like, you know, and then they did the claymation shit with the guy's arms.
Yeah.
When he fell out the window.
That's part of one.
It's like, you know, some of that shit, okay, I get it. But you could have did a green screen with a backdrop, and that's not CGI. That's just a green screen.
Composite shots.
But, I mean, yeah. There's certain shit that's good. Like, I hated The Matrix. I think The Matrix... The people hate the Matrix trilogies because of those CGIs.
Well, clarify. Well, so
the first Matrix everybody loved because that wasn't really CGI and all that.
Yeah.
That was, you know, that was the fucking
the bullet time.
Yeah, and that was the. But then like the Matrix 2 and 3.
Yo, that fight between Neo, the rubber Neo, and the rubber Mr. Smiths in that fucking courtyard.
Yeah.
I've seen bad video games with better fucking graphics.
No, yeah, for real. You know what's funny? Speaking of that movie, there's a report going around that Jet Li was supposed to be the Oracle's protector, but he refused the movie because he didn't want his moves to be captured by CGI and then used anywhere else. He wanted just to keep the rights to his moves.
Yo, that's the fucking thing you got. This is where like AI and shit like that, this is where it's gonna fucking come into play. Because I can sit here right now and go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nukkle Hedd Network. And then they'll take that, put it in the CGI, and then lower it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the, or put an accent on it, or change it into Spanish. And now all that is CGI or AI, and none of that is getting paid to me, even though it's my voice.
Yeah. That seems almost like a theft.
Yeah, but it's not being regulated, so yo, look at the last, what do you call it? Alien Romulus. There was a character who was in the first movie, the robot, the synthezoid, right?
Yeah.
That actor had already passed on. And they put him back in the movie. So that wasn't they AI'd his voice and took lines he said from other movies and put it all together and just CG'd his body. The guy who played Governor Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One, they CG'd his face. Like,
yeah, that
once they have your likeness, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Like,
yeah, and then you don't get paid for shit.
yo, that's one of the things that was in the fucking. I don't know if it's still in the D&D Commons agreement, but one of the things that they tried to put in there was the fact that if you created anything in D&D Beyond, D&D essentially owns that intellectual property. It is not your property, even though it's your character, your build, your fucking thing.
But I mean, I kind of get it if it's one of those like you can only pick these certain things. But if it's something where you can upload a picture or upload like your tattoos or something like that, then it's like, wait, why do you take ownership of a picture that I fucking made? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so many companies are like, oh, we take ownership of whatever the fuck you do to us. And then you don't have a choice.
That's my mini that I made on my character sheet.
Cover your eye. Pull it back a little. All right, we're not getting the best focus, but yeah.
Yeah, this one's a little bit out of. I didn't crop it correctly, but that's literally the mini I hand painted.
And now they can use it if they need to.
I gotta check what it is because it's in the Creative Commons law, so I gotta see what the actual rule is. But
like we said, man, it's all that fucking greed. Because like, how much does it fucking hurt to be like, yo, we like this design of a character. We're gonna contact the person who made the shit and be like, yo, we'll offer you X amount of money to use it in this thing that this whatever, and boom. You know what I'm saying? Or to get something inspirational. Like, it should be like, yo, if you create a character on here, we can use something that's like it or something like that. But
this is the funny thing though. Like, this is how they get away with it. Oh, that's not so. The first one I showed you. That's my Tabaxi Bard mittens.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, they take it. That's not mittens. Yes, he's a Tabaxi Bard, but Tabaxis are part of D&D. That's a race. Yeah, he's got dark fur and golden spots, but that's a lot of cats look the same. You can have 1 million black cats. Yes, he's a bard, but a bard's part of the class. But his name is Socks. It's not mittens. They're different.
Yeah. Fucking
like, that's how they get away with it.
I mean, but you try to get away with shit like that. No.
Yo, like, you can turn around and that the stuff, the plushie behind you. That's not Bob Ross. That's Bill Russo.
The word.
And he don't paint landscapes. He paints walls.
Shit.
And he don't take the paintbrush and beat the devil out of it. He takes the paintbrush and turns it from a sinner to a saint.
And if you keep the camera rolling, shit. But that and it's almost like you can't do nothing like that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're willing to fucking invest tens of thousands of dollars to be able to make your own character, and to make your own mini, you're gonna have to do. You have to give up all your rights.
Dude, I gotta check because that might even be the same thing. Like that might be slightly what's in the agreement for Hero Forge. Like the website I do to build my mini and send it to me so I can paint it and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Stand up for your rights. You can't. You sign them all away to shit. Just like how here you know you have the right to broadcast whatever you want on here, but you can't do this, and this. You have copyright free music. We're gonna have to take away the money from that. If God forbid your review channel and you review something, then you can't use this. We're gonna have to fucking strike you for this shit. It's like what? But don't worry about the other people doing the exact same thing we're not talking to. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah. Let us pick and choose whatever the fuck we want to do whenever we want to do it.
Word. Favoritism. Speaking of favoritisms, Ryan Coogler said that Sony blocked the use of Kraver the Hunter for the first Black Panther movie.
Yo, because Marvel's dumb, and Marvel didn't just sell them Spider-Man, they sold them all the villains fucking too. Because they were desperate. Now Sony's left with just villains that they can't use.
That they can't write for. Because apparently, I don't know, yo. I get it completely. We're living in a fucking world where people who think about writing a movie deserve an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, he thought about writing a movie for Doc Ock, so he should get an Oscar nomination at least once or twice, you know, for that thought. Because, you know, God forbid he makes something or makes something that's fucking good or not. Because that's where we're fucking living in right now. A bunch of fucking participation hunters. They just want to participate and win instead of for doing shit because I don't know who the fuck told them that they can make movies about these characters. They obviously don't know how to read or don't know how to listen because like, yo, why don't we make a movie about a guy who hunts people and usually, you know, hunts Spider-Man and has all these cool feet, you know, cool things and all that other shit. But if you keep the camera rolling and now all of a sudden his brother's Juggernaut, but we don't say it, and he has powers that he gets from an elixir from a witch, and if you keep the camera rolling, the witch is his lover, and she leaves him because she doesn't want him to be in danger. But if you keep the camera rolling, she wants him to find her when he's in danger. So that way that now that he found her, she can protect him. But if you keep the camera rolling, he finds her and she does nothing. But if you keep the camera rolling, now that witch turns a guy into a rhino. But if you keep the camera rolling, that rhino that has impenetrable skin, that's easy.
Yo, my favorite part, I didn't see that much of Kraven.
I didn't see any of Kraven, but I'm pretty sure that's the fucking gist of it.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what the fucking movie.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of Kraven, the parts that I did see, is my man showed up full on Russian accent in the beginning of the movie and then said, fuck it. Russell Crowe is putting on the Russian accent for the whole thing. I'm not doing it, even though I'm the character, and that's how the fuck the character talks. And I just fucking did it for the first 15 minutes of this movie.
But you didn't see that coming? Yeah. The commercials made that shit look stupid.
You know what's funny? That's the problem. So that's the good thing and the bad thing about the writers striking and unionizing and trying to get more money. One, I'm not begrudging them. You get what the fuck you think you're worth right? So that you can make a living doing the shit you want to do. Right?
Yeah.
You go right ahead and do it.
You do you, boo boo.
The only bad thing is a rising tide lifts all boats, including the ones that are decrepit and should be fucking decommissioned. Because how do you write Morbius, Madam Web, and Kraven the Hunter and tell me you want more money for what?
They haven't finished fucking shit up yet. They're not done with this cynicism. That's the right word?
Then I what?
They're not done with their cynicism yet.
Yeah.
See? You got me using big words now with this fucking shit.
That's because show hasn't been around for a while.
That's true.
You're getting your intelligence back.
And if you keep the camera rolling,
Mama, Vin's gonna read the thesaurus.
all right. Okay, yeah.
I was just gonna tease that because it's the end of the year. I did not see enough movies to do a full worst of, best of. But I do have my top 5 best movies that I saw this year. And I do have my one singular worst movie that I saw this year, hands fucking down, that we can get to in a little bit.
All right. Before we get to that, we talked about Black Panther 1. Apparently Black Panther 2, you think we're going to mention the same thing about the script?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up before when you brought him up for Hunt Craven for Black Panther 1. I was gonna bring this up, and then we went on a tangent.
Yeah, that Ryan Coogler says that his original script for Black Panther 2 included Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, in a ritual journey with his child. It was a thing called the Ritual of 8, where a prince is 8 years old. He must spend 8 days in the bush with his father. The rule is those 8 days the prince can ask the father any question and the father must answer. In the course of these 8 days, Namor launches an attack. He has to deal with someone who's insanely dangerous, but because of his ritual, his son had to be joined at the hip the whole time. So basically, I mean, that would have been dope, because then you would have seen baptism under the fire for his son. Because then now you would have been like, okay, all the Black Panther movies we've seen were heavily based off of Wakandan tech. Now let's see this man's intelligence and his ability to survive in the wild with what he has.
Yeah, and I would have loved to hear what questions would have been asked.
Yeah,
because Ryan Coogler he's good at what he does. He probably would have put 1 or 2 questions that everybody would be like, ooh, yeah, what's the answer to that?
I mean, shit.
Yeah. Father, who killed JFK in America?
Shit, you know what? It would have been dope to see him talk about what his father did with his nephew and Killmonger. To have that discussion.
Yeah. Dude, you know what would have been even fucking better? A poignant discussion on if the Black Panther is necessary due to the fact that it's the king himself who puts on the cowl and defends the country. Like, is the persona necessary when you're the one doing it yourself? That would have been an interesting.
Because you're putting the king in danger.
Yeah, but if you're already gonna do it, like, why do you need? I'm not saying don't wear like a vibranium suit of armor, because like King Arthur wore armor, whatever. But why do you need the persona of the Black Panther
if you're the king?
Yeah. Like, why not pick somebody who's worthy, who would give his life? I think that would have been a great fucking
Yeah.
discussion because he could have not only answered it, but he could have set it up for why his son is the right choice to take on the mantle, because the son would have learned the true meaning of it.
No, yeah, that would have also been. What's going on, Leon? Leon said Craven would have been perfect in Black Panther.
He would have.
Especially, yeah, he would have been, especially if they would have put Craven in that the 8 days.
Yeah.
And now Craven, the hunter, is hunting them, and they're in wherever the fuck they're at.
Yo, you do Craven's Wild Hunt, and instead of Spider-Man, it's the Black Panther because of how the studio works out or whatever.
Yo, dude, you could get fucking what's her name? The girl from Seinfeld.
Valentina?
You get Valentina to hire Craven to take out the Black Panther because she wants the vibranium.
Yo, do you know what you could have done that? You know what I would have liked to see if you were gonna throw Craven in there?
Omega
I
Red.
would just like to see a Craven that's like, hey, I heard Wakanda has a guardian. I hunt game. I've hunted big cats. He calls himself the Black Panther, right? And now Craven's hunting T'Challa and his son. And when the son asks him, hey, why is this man hunting us? I have no clue. And Craven's just doing it because that's what the fuck Craven does.
He found game and it was like, I'm gonna go hunt it.
Yeah.
People go hunt Bigfoot because they think he exists.
Yeah. And then you get a bad guy who you don't need like this weird fucking motivation and this weird like, what's his fucking beef here? I was like, no, he's a hunter. He saw his chance to hunt. This isn't even personal. This is just what the fuck I do. If
Yeah,
you're really that good.
He keeps his skills sharp because he hunts the best game in the planet. And you got the fucking, you have the Black Panther, the protector of Wakanda, that doesn't need to protect Wakanda, and that's protecting his son. So now he's probably sitting there going, that's got to be the most dangerous version of the Black Panther there is. If I can get him, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like
And then-
he's testing himself.
and as we're saying now, and then if you keep the camera rolling,
Yeah, you keep the camera rolling.
then you fucking do a thing where Valentina shows up. Hey, I heard you hunted the Black Panther. Couldn't quite catch him, but you survived. I got a target that might be a little easier for you that I need taken out. And it's the Spider-Man logo that she hands him. And now we get her involved and she's throwing him after Spider-Man.
I mean, that'd be dope. That'd be kind of fucking dope. Shit, and you could have had the Sonyverse make that, or Marvel could have made that.
Yeah, you have now for your excuse me, for your next fucking Sony Spider-Man movie. Now you have a built-in villain that ties him back into the MCU, and it doesn't need to directly tie into the MCU. You could just do the movie, and we know, hey, Spider-Man's in the MCU, Kraven's in the MCU. This is tied into the MCU without having to point it out, you know?
Yeah.
What do we know, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're only putting together the pieces. I'm all for Kraven hunting Spider-Man in the MCU. See? I mean, dude, at one point, Spider-Man has to be Spider-Man and not a fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. member or somebody that's in that like somebody has to turn around and go, let's get rid of Spider-Man. Who's the best person to do that? Kingpin. Because Kingpin is trying to run New York. Spider-Man is a local hero. Kingpin already got his deal with Daredevil based off of the TV show. Like, why wouldn't you? And that's his introduction is him going after Black Panther. And you can even do a thing where like Namor tries to attack Black Panther, or he sends his people after Black Panther, and Black Panther hears that Namor has been attacking Wakanda, and Kraven goes, "Oh, that's unhonorable." Like the way that Namor's doing it is not honorable. So he's like, "You know what, Black Panther, I'm gonna let you handle your business because I'm only here for game. Like this is a game for me. This isn't personal. So I'm gonna let you handle your business and go defend your country." And that's how Kraven's just like, "Oh, I'm out."
Yeah. Then that makes even more sense. Where he's like, "Yo, I seen what you did against the Panther. Go after the Spider now."
Yeah.
This time, this time you're being paid to get this done.
Yeah.
And it's not just something you did on your own.
Word. Shit. Because then you can even have Valentina bullshit him.
Oh yeah,
He's a vigilante. He's a vigilante. And if you wanted, you could have the Punisher in there fucking helping out Spider-Man or whatever the case may be, because at this point Spider-Man isn't first in getting away from Hunter. So you would have Punisher. He's a fucking military expert. You know what I'm saying? So he can help out with shit like that. But going on to other Black movies, I say this because this movie apparently has been blacklisted. Jordan Peele is reportedly in discussions with Marvel to direct the upcoming Blade starring Mahershala Ali.
I'm going to say this right now. If Jordan Peele gets tasked to direct this movie, this is going to be just as big as when Guillermo del Toro did Blade 2.
Oh, so you're excited about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jordan Peele's not only a big horror guy, he's a fucking nerd. If you're going to entrust anybody to do a fucking Blade movie, let's trust somebody who's going to look at him like, this is fucking awesome.
Okay. Listen, I mean, he did that movie with the aliens, right? I forgot what the name of it was. Nope. Yeah, he did that one.
Did Nope. He did Get Out. He did the fucking most underrated movie, Keanu, where him and the other guy go after the fucking cat.
Oh yeah, Keanu, yeah. That one was dope.
That movie was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was. That was like a very long Key and Peele skit, though.
Yeah,
that was good. Yeah, it was fire. I'm excited for it, even though his last movie flopped. What was his last movie? Him?
No. So, if you're referring to him, that's not on him. His production company just produced the movie. He didn't have anything to do with the writing. He didn't have anything to do with directing. He didn't have anything to do with the film other than he was like, "Yeah, I'll give you money. You go do whatever you're gonna do." That's not on Jordan Peele.
That's Marlon Wayne.
On the people who made that movie.
Which that movie is on HBO Max now.
Yeah,
you don't give a shit.
Not after the reviews I saw.
Yeah, I saw one part where Marlon is screaming at him, and he said some shit about we got to get this fucking done, but like he's saying it weird, and then he just tries to go back to normal, and I'm like, that transition wasn't the best. So I don't know are you trying to be a psychopath, or are you just someone who just decides to say shit differently? Wait, it's on Leon, are you saying it's on Jordan Peele or it's on Marlon Wayne?
That might
Well,
be.
what is it?
That might be to the. It's on HBO Max.
Oh. See, we gotta get shit situated here because there you go. It's on. Oh, it is on. Yeah, it's on HBO Max. My man.
Hey, don't worry, I got you, man. I knew where you were getting at.
Hey, everybody comes in this motherfucker wanting to start beef. Nah, I'm just playing. So I was sent this in the group chat by Show, so you have to understand that to get where I'm going. Marvel alimentará la series Ironheart de Disney Plus. That was the post he sent to us. And I said, oh no, they're just eliminating the Spanish dub of it.
All right, say that one more time. What he said.
No, it's a post that's in Spanish.
Okay.
He sends this to the group chat. Like,
hold on a second. I'm gonna do this here. No, it says Marvel will remove the Ironheart series from Disney Plus.
yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah.
But when I saw that and I saw it in all Spanish, I was like, well, you couldn't find the English post? Like, why did you send the Spanish post to this? Even though most of the people speak, like, I can understand what, excommunicado stands for. But I was like, no, they're just eliminating the Spanish dub. So now it's not going to be in Spanish because apparently Spanish people hated Ironheart. Which Ironheart would have been a good show if they just made it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
that's all they had to do.
Focus again. Fuck this whole I want to be iconic by just doing the same shit that was already done by an icon. Do the shit where you're going to do the bubbles to save lives and you get pulled into having to use the suit.
Or show us some actual fucking intelligence. The suit was already made in school. The AI was already made when she downloaded in the house and the shit just popped up and magically she pulled out her best friend. All the technology. No, I know, but because it went into her neural, probably, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But all the technology they used to steal shit was made already. Okay, cool. So I have tools that I acquired throughout my life as a mechanic. If I pull out the right tool and change your brakes, and I just show you this is how you change the brakes, and there you go, they changed, and that explains shit. What'd you learn? This guy knows how to do it. All right, he didn't help me out. So at what point are we turning around going, well, maybe we don't need you. We just need the fucking photon blazer that you got there. Or here goes another thing. I'm so smart, I'm going to borrow his tech. What? Wait, what? You stole the Rambling Rabbit's fucking skin so it can hide the laser to cut the fucking cape. You didn't make nothing to hide it. Like, this is, at least in Fantastic Four, I can move an egg for 30 meters. If we up the scale and do all this other shit, we can move a planet to another galaxy. But we're going to need all this shit. I did all the testing. It's not going to work. What if we scale back the power? Oh, they're scientists are scientisting shit. They're running experiments to fucking get shit done. Like, this guy is looking at his son. I don't see anything wrong. And all this, my hypothesis is different than what's going on here. And this is like, all right, maybe I got to let this shit go. And everybody else is doing. If Mr. Fantastic turned around and said, oh, that's a big fucking silver bitch. I'm going to call her the Silver Surfer because she's on a surfboard. All right, what she want? Draw the planet. How we going to save it? Let's move the planet. How we gonna move the planet? I have my it cracks a safe in 30 seconds. Fucking 30 seconds flat tool here. like you turn into fucking Batman in the 50s, bro.
Yo, it was even dope seeing how Johnny did his linguistics.
Yeah. Like, show us some kind of intelligence. Like this, like, not for nothing. I understand people hate when other minorities, or other species and other races are acknowledged in shows other than white ones. But you want to talk about black excellence. This would have been the perfect time to show it. Am I wrong? Like Family Matters and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air took the time out to show family values.
Yeah.
And what's right from wrong. And sometimes you do stupid shit and that doesn't make you a bad person.
And they
they
did it in the best way possible by not only showing the experience from the African American community, but also showing the similarities of what the fuck we go through, so that anybody watching, no matter what pigment of skin you got, can sit there and go, oh no, I rock with this. I've been there.
Yeah, and here you just wanted to be cool. Like that's what I get. Like, you had Black Panther 2. Shuri was overly reliant on her technology, but she had to learn how to lead and to accept ancestors and all that other shit, and use those traditions to get over death and anger and all that. Right? She had to learn how to be a human, pretty much. But you still see her running experiments and trying to make shit work. And then when she goes, oh, analyze this. It's the same shit as what we got, but it's a little different. Oh, this would work. Oh, there you go. I figured it out. Not just, oh shit, we need the Black Panther back. Well, I always keep a Black Panther back syndrome in my pants. These are my work pants. Here you go. Put that in there. It worked. Well, all of a sudden, what happened with T'Challa? Like, are we not going to talk about that a little bit? Just un poquito? No? All right, cool. You know, and then they realize, like, oh, Namor is stronger when he's in the water. We take him out, we dehydrate him. Science shit. In Ironheart, they would have probably fucking accidentally fell into that and took advantage. This bitch put magic in her fucking suit. How smart? Like, honestly, how smart are you when you're just going, give me everything you got? A dumbass could do that. I could sit there and go, well, I'm going to fight a demon. What you got for me? Give me that big ass sword right there, because that looked like it fucks up demons. But if I was an intelligent person that knew about demons or that knew about something, well, hold on. Not for nothing. This magic runs on this kind of frequency. If I change the frequency of my suit to reflect light in this way, it will combat the magic or some shit like that momentarily, and then I could at least survive this, that, and that. And then you alter the suit. Okay, cool. But you just straight out said, magic bitch, put magic in my suit. All right, cool. You know the magic's gonna take away the AI, right? No, I didn't know that. Did you ask that? No.
Yeah, I think.
Did you anticipate that? No.
I think the magic girl tried that a little bit.
Yeah.
She was a little more like, hey, this is what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, and then the best part. I give you everything you want. All right, I'll take it. No thought? like you're not gonna wait you're not gonna what? If that's how you do experiments, you would have killed yourself a couple times already.
Yo, what? I want to know why Marvel writers seem to think that it is okay to take female protagonists that lose a lot, send them on a path to fucking come to terms with that loss, that grief, and finally turn the page, only to immediately go, nope, fuck that. Vassini said back to the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Wanda's now searching for her kids again after she was like cool. you can't tell her, hey, but they're safe with another version of you. That's not yours. They're just a different group. You can't tell her that shit. This bitch can't. She can't look at how the hood got fucked up for taking Mephisto's deal and just go, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, and at no point did they show any alterations of something controlling them. It's all based off of their instincts. And it's like, yeah, I know people, not necessarily women, but people who are so hard-headed that sometimes you gotta slap them across the fucking forehead. Like, yo, you fucking being stupid. But then also it's like, wait a minute. Do you see you're irrational right now? Do you see any of the irrationality coming at you?
Dude,
no?
I just thought of something right now, and it's the end of the year. We bashed at the beginning. Fuck it. Whatever, right?
She-Hulk. Go ahead.
Stream mail. What? I just thought of something.
Yeah.
She spent the entire show. Fuck the AI, I'm not listening to you. Fuck the moms, I'm not listening to you. Fuck the hood, I'm no longer rocking with you. Mephisto, what do you got? Why is that the one time you're like, nah, you're right. I've been a little too bullheaded this entire time. I'm gonna relax now and let's see what you're offering. I'm finally gonna listen to what the. Why the fuck is that the one time? The one time you should be like, yo, fuck you.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
And again, and now, we don't know fully because we only saw a snippet, right? But if we are to take at face value what we saw, the only fucking thing you wish for is your girl back and not the stepfather that you like, that you actually had a connection with, and that your mom would be happy that is also back. You could have gotten. You could have, if he's giving you whatever the fuck you want for your soul, you could have gotten both.
and the crazy shit is though, that's not really too unrealistic to ask, because in the beginning of the series, she's negotiating with the dude at the junkyard.
Yeah, and Mephisto wants your soul. If that's what it's gonna take to have your soul, he's gonna fucking give it to you. Because he doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't.
It's not gonna cost him 2 first-round draft picks, and then he's got to throw out Zach Wilson out there. Like,
yeah, word. You know, it's like, all right.
That's like
it's just another motherfucker. All right.
That's like me walking into McDonald's on free meal day, and then I come home with a bag of McDonald's. I'm like, yo, Vic, what'd you get? I was like, yo, they were giving out meals for free. So I got some chicken nuggets, some fries, and a drink. And you look at me and like, you ain't get anything for me? And I'm like, nah, man. But it was free though.
They would have gave me anything I wanted.
So, before we go into the what do you call it? My 5 best of the year and 1 worst. Again, I'm not going to talk too much in detail, but they're slowly releasing the trailers for Doomsday that they put out in the theater.
I'm seeing. I haven't seen any of the trailers, but it's almost like everybody and their mother's like, "Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it?" And like all these posts.
Marvel officially released 2 of them, and the 3rd one leaked. So I've seen all 3. And to me, this reeks of desperation.
The releasing of.
I'm not going to say anything of what they're about or anything.
No, but I mean, them releasing the trailers is what you think is
I'm sorry. Say that again. I was talking when you.
No, them releasing the trailers is what you think is reeking of desperation?
No, the trailers themselves. The trailers themselves, I think, reek of. We need this to work. We need you guys to come back to the theater.
Okay. So I'm seeing like thumbnails of shit, right? And I'm just like, I'm just gonna assume this shit is fake anyway.
Oh, that you could do that. That's the one problem. For the first time ever, the leaks are not fake.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's like I'm gonna assume this shit is fake. I don't like. Remember, I'm the type of asshole that likes to understand what's happening firsthand. So, like, if somebody's gonna tell me about a movie, I want them to go watch the movie. It's pretty good, and then I watch the movie and I go, "Oh, this is dope." I don't like watch the movie. This and 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 this happened, and I go, "Well, what's the point of watching the movie now? I just saw it. And then I watch it and I'm like, oh, so the way you described it seemed way better than the fucking way the movie did it, and also." You kind of fucked up the movie for me. Yo, you remember Back for Blood?
Who?
The Back for Blood. It's the Left 4 Dead.
Oh, yeah. The spiritual sequel.
Well, they have it on Xbox for $10.
Remember we tried it and I couldn't play it because the first person fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for anybody watching who doesn't know me,
If you keep the camera
all
on.
of a sudden I get severe fucking motion sickness from the slightest thing. So I essentially can't play first person shooters anymore.
Even if we're playing on different Xboxes?
We did play on different Xboxes.
Nah, I don't
We
remember.
tried that game already.
I remember us trying the game, but I remember we was on the same Xbox. This shit came out in 2021. I didn't have two Xboxes.
Yo,
No, but yeah.
I haven't been able to find a solid figure on the budget for Doomsday, but everybody is suggesting that the budget could well be close to $1 billion to make this movie.
Jeez.
Which, if that's the case, give away the tickets for free because you're never making enough.
Yeah, you're not making that.
Because even if you make $1.3 billion with the fucking cost that you have to do to market it, you just might barely make it even. And the way movies are going right now, I don't think this is gonna be a $2 billion movie. We're past those days.
I think the fact that they're ruining shit and surprises is gonna kill the movie. Because the thing is, if you go to watch a movie where it's like, oh, this is the premise. Okay, cool. Doom is back. Doom is showing up. All right, cool. That's pretty much all we really need to know. And then you start showing, and I haven't seen any of the things. I'm just gonna throw shit out there. And you start showing fucking The Thing from the 1991 movie that's been thrown away that no one ever seen, and he's in the trailer fucking fighting Swamp Thing. I know Swamp Thing's DC character.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, he starts fighting them motherfuckers from the sci-fi TV show, who, by the way, kind of looks like fucking, what's his name? Vatican from Stranger Things.
Oh, Vecna?
All right.
Paint Vecna green and throw some leaves on him.
Back in the day, we had cable, which cable had channels. One of the channels was Sci-Fi, it's Sci-Fi Network. It showed sci-fi movies. They had a TV show. A TV show is something that came on every week. You watch it. If you didn't catch it when it came on, you didn't watch that episode because they didn't do reruns. And if they did do reruns, it was like 2:00 in the morning. So Swamp Thing. The way Swamp Thing looked back in the 80s or back in the 90s when that TV show came out, if you take away the green and you take away the leaves and you keep the camera rolling, that's Vecna. Yeah, like not for nothing. You make his head rounder on top and you add thorns there instead of for all the mud, that's Vecna. So anyway, going back to if you show that thing versus Swamp Thing, and then Colossus from X-Men 2 versus Colossus from Deadpool 2, and then fucking a meteor hits and the dinosaurs with the fucking G.I. Joes and Transformers come in, and you're watching it and you're like, immediately you're going, I don't like the fucking guy they got to play the original thing. I'm not watching this shit. But if you're in the movie and you're watching and that pops up, like, oh shit, they got the original thing in this motherfucker.
You want to hear something funny? Are you going to see the new Anaconda movie?
It's on one of these shits already, I think.
Or do you care if I spoil something?
On the Anaconda movie?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
So, the final trailer, a week before it released in theaters, they showed a part of the movie. Cause you know the premise of the new Anaconda movie, right? Here's the premise. A bunch of friends who grew up and their favorite movie was Anaconda, the original one with J-Lo.
Okay.
They grew up, they liked that movie so much that now that they're older and they can finance some money, they are planning to remake Anaconda. So the movie is about them trying to remake Anaconda, fucking up, and now actually getting trapped by anacondas in the fucking jungle.
This is Tropic Thunder Anaconda style?
Yes. And now here's the fucking kicker. A week before, they showed the final trailer where Ice Cube shows up playing the character. Well, I think they call him Ice Cube, but Ice Cube is dressed like the character from the fucking original movie. And instead of keeping that a secret so people who went to see it would be like, oh shit, they showed it a week before in hopes that would drive more people to go see the film.
Word of mouth travels faster than anything. So that means if you showed it the week before the movie came out, everybody that wants to see the movie just got ruined their surprise. But if the movie came out and people saw like, yo, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. There's gonna be a surprise at the end. I don't want to ruin it for you. That's gonna build more anticipation for people to go watch it.
One review I saw, the dude literally was like, man, I wish I wouldn't have seen that final fucking trailer because the music hit and they said something in the scene and I knew exactly what was happening.
Oh, shit. Yo, listen. You're ruining it for yourself, bro. Like, you're ruining it for yourself. You can't fuck up greater than what you're doing now. Like, it's not us. We're not fucking this shit up. It's y'all. This 25 fucking different channels all throwing out Easter eggs for a fucking trailer for Doomsday. Do you know how many people now are expecting Dr. Doom issue number 27 storyline Fate of the Ark in this movie? Because you showed Dr. Doom wearing a slightly darker green fucking towel than he was wearing in Fantastic Four. And that only means that he's going to fuck a monkey. And that monkey's going to turn into fucking Doc Ock. And Doc Ock's not going to kill Grandpa Snickers. And now people are like, who the fuck is Grandpa Snickers? They're looking him up. It's like, oh shit, he's an ancient fucking being that has better telepathy than Jean Grey, and he's the only one that can stop Jean Grey from turning into Phoenix. So fucking Blue Nova kills him. Who's Blue Nova? Oh shit, I can't wait for this. This is gonna be epic. And then you watch it, it's like, nope, we just put a fucking green tarp on Dr. Doom. This is the only green we had. then an Ice Cube comes in. That's the fucking problem. That's the problem. You're feeding these nerds, too much information at once. You don't understand. These people have read the stories. Like that's me with wrestling. I hear one little thing. Oh, they're gonna push Jey Uso. I can tell you how they're gonna do it, why they're gonna do it, when they're gonna do it, and how it's gonna suck. Based off of one little thing, I can say, yo, I knew John Cena was gonna tap the Gunther in fucking May. I knew John Cena was gonna tap the Gunther in May, and I knew that John Cena was gonna tap the Gunther like this back in 2002 when John Cena debuted, because he fucking sucks. But let's not talk about John Cena. Don't bring that shit up, DJ. It's a comic book show. But that's the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem, Leon. There's too many people out there that goes, well, I can't get the news out here first. Like, shit. We saw one thing about, what the fuck was we watching? The Easter eggs or something? It's like, oh, well, they didn't know this guy originally. Remember, we saw the new rock stars and then the Screen Rant.
Oh, it was for Supergirl.
Supergirl, yeah. We saw the Easter eggs for the Supergirl fucking commercial, the trailer. And this dude's like, well, Supergirl never knew Superman when they were on Krypton. And then the other guy's like, well, remember when she was on Krypton, she used to babysit him. It's like, wait, what? How many, what story are you telling me? Well, remember, there's 25 different versions of Supergirl going to planet Earth. And you think it's this one, why? Because when she was at the bar, the dude next to her ordered a... And the only time that is mentioned is in the story run of, fuck you, I'm Supergirl.
Time out. Question. Are you actively not saying anything?
I'm making a sound. It's my alien sound.
Okay, because it sounded like you censored yourself, and I was like, "What the fuck could you have said?"
Oh no, I'm doing the.
Oh, okay.
So here you go. So the guy at the bar next to ordered a fucking, and the only time it was ever mentioned in the comic books was in the run. Fuck you, I'm Supergirl 27. When she didn't know she had parents, she didn't know she was from Krypton, and Clark Kent was older than her by being younger than her. And then she goes to Earth, and she's at Earth, and she realized she has blonde hair, and the blonde hair pisses her off. So she goes and she turns into a drunk because blonde hair girl is supposed to have more fun, but Clark is already older than her, and she can't use the powers. So she fucks Mephisto, and now we have a baby on the way, and it's fucked up because now this bitch is gonna be pregnant 90% of the movie, and it's gonna suck. And then the other guy's like, well, remember the one time that she used to babysit Clark. That's how she knew who Clark Kent was when she came down on planet Earth. And then there was a bunch of in Krypton.
The problem is they start out, let's give you the entire history of Supergirl. Cool. But this is going off of the definitive story of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. So the history that happened when she first showed up is no longer canon and no longer fucking relevant to what we're seeing.
Yeah. And my thing is like, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I was planning on the movie to tell me what's going on in the movie. You don't need to tell me what's going on in the movie when it didn't. Because they even talking about the fucking music. Like, if the music has anything to do with it, then you know the bitch is a whore. Like, what? Like, what? Like, okay, cool. Just they put music there that sound cool there. Well, I don't understand. But the problem is, and yo, did you see? We saw three milliseconds of Lobo. And if you look on his right shoulder, he's wearing something that covers his shoulder. The only time he covers his shoulders when he's bounty hunting. And he's probably bounty hunting that fat fuck that's sitting next to her because that fat fuck owe me $5. It's like, when did this... Why would you shut the fuck up? That's my thought process of all these things. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, that's literally why we switched to the other channel. You're like, yeah, nah, fuck this.
What the fuck is this? Like, next thing you know, you're telling me the fucking oxygen level and the particles in the air going, see? They filmed this shit with the 92 particles of Mustang juice in the air, and that's why the bitch is fucking a little dizzy, and we can't have that because she's allergic to Mustang juice. And it's like, all right, bro, listen here. Shut the fuck up.
And then to the other point, you get the idiots out there that are like, oh, but none of this makes sense because the physiology of a Kryptonian should blah, blah, blah. And then when he gets corrected, acts like he never heard that motherfucker and still goes on his original wrong assumption.
Word. Shit. But let's go to something else that I think is fake. Until I walk out of the movie theater, I think it's fake. But Street Fighter. Now, Raul Julia, right? That's his name?
Yes.
M. Bison. Apparently, he took the role of M. Bison because his kids loved the game.
Yes.
So now all these fun facts are coming out about the original Street Fighter. And for me, like for you guys, you listed all these facts like, oh, it's glorious and you know, Street Fighter has so much meaningful things. But for me and Cap, it was Tuesday.
Well, let's see what you got to say.
No. I'm just saying it's like, so now the new Street Fighter comes out and boy, oh, you guys are going to be disappointed. Because Bison Tenica, I don't think it's going to happen in this new Street Fighter. Not for good. I mean, not for bad, not for evil, but for good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think people are going to get paid in this Street Fighter.
You mean
and
by
if you
Sonic?
don't, yeah, that's what I said. I think people are going to get paid in this Street Fighter. I don't think people need to change the channel. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to hear, before you get into the new shit, do you want to hear the craziest fucking thing I just learned about the 1994 one?
There wasn't enough cocaine for Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No.
Oh.
The original script called for the movie to be shot like a James Bond spy thriller. And Capcom went, I don't think the fans of the game are going to like that. And that's Capcom stepped in. And the movie we got is what was fucking settled on. Between what the creators wanted, what the movie makers wanted to do, what Capcom was like, this isn't about James Bond style espionage. We have to do something. We have to do some actual video game content.
You're right, shit. I mean, the movie was cool based on the time it was made. You know, like, because think about it, everything that was made from a movie or a TV show, I mean, a cartoon or a toy thing was horrible.
Except Mortal Kombat, 1995.
Yeah, but even then, it was like you saw the limitations of what they could do and what they can't do in that movie. The issue with Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat is adapting a tournament style fight into the movie and having all the stars shine, because the tournament means someone loses and they're gone. And then you have to end up with the two best winners fighting each other. It wasn't a tournament in Mortal Kombat. It was just random fucking fights that led to Sonya Blade, I challenge you. Like, okay, yeah. I don't know what tournament happened and how you lost. But okay, cool. Street Fighter, Street Fighter is just a bunch of people fighting. In the game, it's just like, this is the story of them and go fight everybody. Pretty much.
Actually, no. Street Fighter is an actual fighting tournament that literally takes place all over the world. So you literally turn around and it's like, oh, Chun Li is in here to win the tournament for some reason for her backstory. And it's literally like, okay, your first fight is in Thailand against Sagat. You win that. Your next fight is in Brazil against Blanca. And it's literally a globe-trotting fucking show up here and fight that dude. And if you win, we'll give you another dude to fight. That's literally Street Fighter.
I mean, that makes sense. But then you actually get to the backstories of shit, and it's like, okay, this guy's backstory makes sense for a movie. But then how does he fit into the Street Fighter? Like Akuma. From what I understand from him is that he was just somebody who wanted power. And so he went to the Dark Ken. But also, he doesn't see himself as evil. He just sees himself as the best fighter, and he challenges the best fighters to prove who's the best fighter. And he's honoring fucking martial arts that way.
Yeah,
Show me how that's going to work in this movie.
He's Vegeta if Vegeta was Goku.
Yeah, but show me how that... No, he's Vegeta if Vegeta was fucking Frieza, because apparently Frieza doesn't train. Like, Vegeta... Yo, Frieza was like, I never trained a day in my life. And then you beat me. And I trained for 10 days, and now I'm 20 times better than you. Like, what?
Nah, but Akuma trained. That's...
No, I know that.
That's
I'm just
again,
saying.
fucking...
Yeah, but like now, Akuma's going to be in this movie, right?
No. Roman Reigns is going to be in this movie.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to adapt that to this movie? What, is he just going to start fucking everybody up and fuck the tournament? Or is he going to agree to be in the tournament? Like, and then Ryu and Ken have to know each other more than just being smugglers, because they trained, and believe it or not, Ken was a rich boy who his father was like, I don't want you to be a bitch, so go train. And Ken met Ryu and was like, no, you can't. Ken is Vegeta. Where, yo, you can't be better than me, Ryu. And Ryu is Leonardo. Because he's more serious than fucking Goku is.
Yo, I'll tell you this, though. Ryu had the Hadouken and the Shoryuken, right? And the tornado kick. Ken found out how to do the Hadouken, Shoryuken, and the tornado kick. But Ken was the first one to do the fire Shoryuken.
Okay. It's kind of like Vegeta with his different color blue Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. And so it's like all these stories have to be told. And you could fit that. Back in the day, an hour and a half long movie must have been a different runtime than nowadays. Because an hour and a half, you tell us nothing and we have to assume everything. Back in the day, an hour and a half was like, holy shit. There's a lot of shit here.
Yo, you know where you find that today? We watch an hour, a 44-minute long episode of Ironheart or even Andor.
Yeah.
Right? And you watch it and you're like, okay, cool. Even with Andor, that's good. You're like, all right, that's it. And then we watch Physical 100 from Korea or Culinary Class Wars from Korea. These are just fucking entertainment competition shows. And we have to routinely pause it and like, all right, we're going to come back, finish the rest of this shit later. It's the same hour block. Yo, Physical 100 would do an entire fucking segment of an entire round between two teams. Roll the credits. We're starting the episode now.
Your word.
We're like, wait,
Word.
what? How much longer we got in this episode?
Yeah, you'd be like, yo, all right, the episode's over. It just begun. What? The fuck? Yeah, and you know what I think that is? I think it's the pacing. Because if you notice, all the scenes with people are shorter. Where back in the day, or even in like the shows you just shown, they take their time with each scene. So when, let's say, if people are talking in a scene, that scene gets, it needs to be 4 minutes. That scene gets its full 4 minutes of them talking or shit being done. And it's a long 4 minutes. Because sometimes, like when you're doing editing, there's sometimes you're editing like, yo, this shit is taking forever, and it's been 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like there's shorts that I make, like, yo, this is 2 minutes long. Let me dumb this down. There's a lot of shit in here we don't need. But like, there's a long 4 minutes where other people like, yo, let's fill in everything we need in these 4 minutes. So so they said 3 words to each other. They built a machine. They fucking went back in time and looked and got ice cream. They fucking made up. They broke up with each other. And now fucking Moliere is protecting Jane. And it's like, that's 4 minutes. And now it's like, okay, cool. So we're watching the 45 minutes in the fucking that shit. It's like, cool. That's it. Like, I feel like we needed more because each scene didn't give a shit. Where these scenes give us too much shit. We're watching Culinary Classic and we're watching this girl cut the fucking octopus. I'm like, damn, this bitch is nasty with it. And then they show her cutting it a different way. And it's like, and then they show the other team cutting it. And it's like, damn, these motherfuckers are cutting it different. And that was 4 or 5 minutes of them cutting the octopus.
Yo,
They were like,
it
oh,
was
shit.
there was a good 5 to 10 minutes of them just going back and forth, making sure the sauce is right.
Yeah. And we're like, oh shit, I guess the sauce is right. See, they need to shut the fuck up. Let these people do that. And you're there and you're vested and all that other shit. And the sauce is 1/10 of the meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sauce isn't even what's important in the meal. And we're doing all that shit. But then you watch Hell's Kitchen and like, make the fish. The fish is fucking raw. Make the fish. And the bitch faints. You're like, what the fuck happened? She's dehydrated. No one's communicating. You're damn right no one's communicating. They just had 5 hours to cook this fucking fish and no one said a fucking word on mine. I didn't hear one fucking word in this episode. Not one fucking, you didn't tell Billy to do shit. Billy was there cooking fries and them shits aside. You didn't say shit to him in 5 hours. And then you hear, well, I told Billy to do this shit and this shit. When the fuck you told him to do it? During the commercial, you stupid fuck, you didn't say shit. And then they win. And it's like, what? They just made the worst food I've ever seen. How'd they win?
On a little side detail, Hulu, Disney Plus. Well, not Disney Plus, Disney Plus, because now Disney Plus, you can watch whatever you want on that shit.
Yeah.
Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon fucking Prime. Why is Gordon Ramsay the only fucking dude who doesn't have commercials on his fucking shit? We can video on demand his entire shit and it skips all the commercials. But yet every other fucking thing on the planet, Amazon Prime, what am I paying for? I got commercials in the middle of my goddamn anime that I'm watching. I watched the Musketeer movie. There were 3 commercial breaks.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. Remember when the whole point of getting the streaming shit, there's no commercials. The commercials now.
Yeah, I want to watch the movie.
Right? I don't mind the ad at the beginning. Like, sometimes, like, Tubi be like, oh, you watch the movie commercial free, but you got to watch the 6-minute ad. All right.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Nothing's worse than sitting there going, haha, you must buy Tide. Tide is going to make your clothes cleaner. Use Dove. Dove natural hairspray. And then it comes back, you must die. Kill the momentum of the fucking thing.
Oh, the best part is, well, let me tell you my plan. Solidify. You have psoriasis, use Solidify. Because it gets away the psoriasis in ages. And sometimes you need to lift your arm up with no shirt.
Yo.
And that's my plan.
The worst was fucking when I first got Funimation. You remember that shit? We would watch My Hero Academia on Funimation when I first got it, and it'll literally be like, Deku, well, you have to, and then come back because they put their commercial breaks not at a time where it naturally would fit in the middle of sentences.
Yeah. That's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen too. In the middle of fucking sentences, they just put their commercials.
It'll literally be like this. So, the next segment, we're going to go and talk about the everything else.
The word. Have you seen the Frankenstein shit yet or no?
No, I've been wanting to, but I don't have the time.
It's a movie, right?
Yeah, that's we talked about it the other day. That's Guillermo del Toro's dream movie, the movie he wanted to make.
Okay, I wasn't sure it was a TV show.
Are you just showing the same thing over and over again? Or is he
No.
reposting-
There's one here. There's 3 smiley faces. Then there's 5 smiley faces.
Okay.
And now there's 4 smiley faces. You gotta count the smiley faces.
Oh
You
no!
just put this up.
Hold on, we're going backwards. We went from 5 to 4.
But we
and now
started
it's
at 3.
used to be.
It's negotiating. That's Ironheart negotiating. I'll give you 5. I only need 3, but I'll give you 4. All right, then just give me my friend back.
Yeah, I'll take the 1.
I'll have what she's having.
You know that was Rob Reiner's mom,
What she's having?
the woman who said that. You,
No, I
you don't
didn't-
even know what that's referencing, do you?
Yeah. Was it when Harry Met Sally?
Yes.
I've never seen the movie, but I know the quote.
So in that scene, Meg Ryan is telling Billy Crystal how easy it is for a woman to fake it, and he's like, "Bitch, you can't fake it." And then she just started doing that. She just started going crazy, moaning and hitting the table and yelling, just to prove a point. And at the end of it, it pans over to 2 older women, and it's Rob Reiner's mom, and she looks at the waiter and was like, "I'll have whatever she's having."
Nice. Shit. Since this is the best segue we're gonna get to, since we're talking about what she's having, Scarlett Johansson is supposedly playing Two-Face in the new Batman movie. Batman
And I
2.
say, why not? We already went from Harvey Dent being Billy D. Williams to Harvey Dent being Aaron Eckhart.
Which is crazy, isn't Harvey Dent? In the cartoon, Harvey Dent was black.
In the comics, he never was. But that's the same for DC did that famously with Eartha Kitt and Catwoman. Catwoman was never black originally in the comics, and then Eartha Kitt played her, and then they did it a couple of times where she was, and then she went back to being Selena Kyle, and then Halle Berry played her in the greatest comic book movie ever made.
Yeah. See, I don't mind that. It's like we said, the nuance. It's just a Catwoman. It's just a cat burglar. Doesn't matter what she is. You know what I'm saying? But Harvey Dent is a man. He identified as a man, right? Did we get that? Did he come out in the comic books identifying as a man? Is his pronouns them? What it would be they them because there's 2 of them. He's plural. Legitimately it works. You know what I'm saying? Legitimately, there's 2 faces. He got 2 sides to him. But
So here's the thing, right? They might be mixing Harvey Dent and I forget the name of the
Poison
character, but the character from the Mask of the Phantasm.
why don't we do this? Why don't we just not make the movie and say we did? Why don't we just do it like that? Like The Way of Water, or what was The Fish Man? I'm a fish in a boat, or I'm a fish in a tub. That movie, it never came out, but it won Oscars.
The Shape of Water.
There you go. It never came out, but it won Oscars.
Fuck you mean it never came out?
They them, who, everywhere, every time, everyone wants to.
Everywhere all at once.
Yeah, that one never came out. They won Oscars. Fuck it. Let's just say that this came out. Hey, it was fucking awesome. Let's just say it came out. It was awesome. And just give Scarlett Johansson an award for something, like a Music Choice Award.
How about this? So, James Gunn and the DCU are doing their own Batman. So you don't need to watch the other one. You can just wait for his Batman.
I hear you. It's just still, it's like this is almost like Sony fucking up the Spider-Man universe. All of the Spider-Man villains are being used, and all the Batman villains are being used here, and it's like, Let's fuck it up. All right, cool.
They got the penguin right.
Did they get the penguin right, or did the TV show get the penguin right? Because in the movie, the penguin was just some asshole that they tied up and could speak Spanish.
Yeah, but remember, he was still only Oswald Cobblepot. The movie was the prelude, and then the show we watched him go from Oz to Penguin.
Yeah, but the show did it. The movie was all about, you're not my dad, and I need milk. She needs some milk.
I can't fucking help you out. So.
No, I hear you, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? What do you want me to say right now?
I want this to end. I want it to end. The fucking bullshit. Where was we going with this?
I don't. You segued into that. I don't know. I don't have a problem with this. I want to see.
Oh,
I've never seen Scarlett Johansson take on a role like that.
Two-Face or a mixture of Two-Face and the Phantasm?
Well, I mean, let's go for right now that she's Harvina Dent. I've never seen her take a role in where she has to be the antagonist instead of protagonist. And I know she did the movie Underneath the Skin. I didn't see that movie. So again, I've never seen her do that role. But
it never came out. Speaking
that
of
one, I might agree with you that it might not have come out in this.
Yeah. Now, what movie should have never came out in theaters? And we're keeping with the Batman. The Joker de la Foca. The Folie de la Fox. De la Fox with me all the foyer. That's the Joker.
Folie du.
There you go. The Joker Folie. That one. He should have never. I got 28 minutes into that motherfucker. So I am done.
Yeah. What movie? The Joker. Knock Fagua.
Yeah. Do le voler pourquoi tu You know what I'm saying makes more sense than what the fuck I seen. 28 minutes into the shit, I was like, you know what? I could have fell asleep and came up with a better fucking Joker than this shit. Like, wow. Like, it's all right, cool. Everybody wants the Joker to die in the jail, except for one guy who wants to sing. All right. And then the news everywhere. We're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. That's as far as I got. And I'm sitting there going, I thought you motherfuckers were supposed to be. Why didn't you just kill him in the beginning? Why didn't you do it yourself?
Yo, did you know what the ending is though, right? You've heard about that.
It was all a dream. Used to having sex in the magazine. No, it was he inspired the real Joker and Batman.
I don't think he inspired it. I think just the real dude showed up and is now just gonna take that mantle.
And Batman 6 now.
Which is funny because I think in the back of the thing he's cutting a smile into his face, which might imply that somehow became Heath Ledger, even though Heath Ledger was clearly not 40 years older or 20 years older than Christian Bale.
And this is the best part. No one mentions how this guy may have been inspired by this guy who fucking killed 5 people in a show 20 years ago in the Black Knight, the Dark Knight. There's none of that. So make this movie better. Let's add it to a movie that it's not a part of.
No, here's the funny thing. Christopher Nolan, when they found out that they were doing the Joker movie, he told Todd Phillips, that director, do not, under any circumstances, link that shit back to my movie. So that's why that's why in the background he's not clearly doing it. It's like an implied thing. He's blurred in the background And it's like, is he really doing it or not? Because Christopher Nolan was like, if he probably
I'll
didn't say it
sue you.
exactly like this, but he said it like, I swear to God, you link this to me, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I've done it before. I'll be thrilled to do it again.
Yeah. You ever heard of Jonathan Scorsese? Nah, because he tried to link some stupid ass movie to Dunkirk. And I done kirked his knees out. Like,
Word. Motherfucker. Yo, Christopher Nolan could redo Batman if he wanted to. Now, with that statement, I voted for Christopher Nolan for president. Shit. Fucking. Yeah. How hard can it be? We're supposed to have the best writers in the world. And then they want to talk about AI. So it's like, maybe you're the reason why people want to go get AI. Have you thought about that? There was a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger looking for a fucking toy that's been around for generations, literal decades. They were still watching. I watched it the other day. That's better than half the shit they're coming out with now. Yo, think about it. The biggest part of Training Day was improv by Denzel. Did you know that?
yeah, the final speech.
Yeah. And it's like, these niggas even helping you out.
Yo, you know that scene where he's in the diner and Denzel's talking to Ethan Hunt and he goes, boom! And he hits the table?
Yeah.
That was also improv.
Yo, I've heard that there were actual like gang members on set. And they were saying like, no, Denzel was acting like that the whole time. And he's like, he know I'm a certified Crip. And this motherfucker just came up and acting like that. And I was like, this Denzel act like a like, oh shit. And he felt legit. He said that scene and was like,
Yo,
this nigga.
while we're on this and we're doing our normal tangent,
Yeah.
you know how he came out and when he would shoot one sideways and one straight?
Yeah.
Somebody analyzed that and they were like, it's not him being gangster.
It's him seeing.
Huh?
He's able to see that way.
Well, not only that, but
okay.
it's to have the cartridge, the bullet casing, eject in the same way, in the same direction, so it doesn't eject into his hand if he's shooting them both this way. So he held it out so that he can fire and not have to worry about bullet casings. I have the misfortune of getting hit with an ejected shell after it was fired. And I got hit in the hand. That shit burned. There was another dude who had his safety goggles on and it got lodged in between the goggle and the face. And he had a literal burn mark. Like for me, I was able to be like, shit, and move my hand quick.
Yeah.
No, he had it there for a second before he was able to get the shit off his face.
Damn. You saw my face. I was like, that got to be. I touched the fucking cat iron pan with my pinky. I was like, that's hot. For a second, I can only imagine that fucking bullet getting whammed in your face with oh, nah. Would you want Joaquin Phoenix to be in the Matt Reeves universe?
I want Joaquin Phoenix Joker, Arthur Fleck, to be in that little box that they kept him in and never spoken about again. Because the shit that I'm tired of is, hey, we're doing a movie about the Joker. Psych, this is really about the dude who inspired the dude who one day would do the thing. Fuck him. Who gives a shit about the guy who inspired it all? Because That wasn't an inspiration. He showed up in clown makeup, did some wild shit, riled up the people, shot some people, and went to jail. And what did he inspire you to do? You just put on clown makeup, riled up some people, you probably killed some people. You just did the same shit he did.
Yeah.
That's not inspiration. You just fucking stole his gimmick. That's what Jay Lethal. Good wrestler. But he wasn't inspired by the Macho Man. He just became the Macho Man.
Yeah. Yeah. It Now, would you accept them doing a one bad day storyline, but not having his Joker there, but Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker?
So Joaquin Phoenix did it again, but this time just in the One Bad Day storyline as the actual Joker.
Yes.
No. He did his thing. He won his Oscar. Good for him. Move on. Move on. Because another fucking thing, another thing I hate is when, if you look at Jack Nicholson, if you look at Jared Leto, if you look at Heath Ledger, the one thing you can point to on all three of them, even Jared Leto, is maybe there's a chance I lose a fight if we go 10 out of 10. All right, I might go 9 out of 10. I might go 8 out of 10. Maybe, like Jack Nicholson, he might win. Heath Ledger would probably win. Jared Leto is crazy enough, he might win. Joaquin Phoenix, Arthur Fleck, if you're not whooping his ass 10 times out of 10, retire. Go home, go into a nursing home right the fuck now. How is anybody afraid of that motherfucker? How is he menacing? We had dude with a rifle, either a rifle or a shotgun. It was a long-range weapon, who did the mass shooting in Australia, right? And again, this is not a political show, but I don't know if you guys know this. There was a shooting at the beach in Australia.
The guy with his uncle?
It was a father and son, I think.
Oh, okay.
One bystander, I saw the video. One bystander walked up to him and just took the gun out of his hand. Not fucking karate fight him, didn't jujitsu him, didn't ninja chop him, just fucking went up, wrestled the gun out of his hand, pointed it at him, ended his fucking reign right there. What the fuck is a 110-pound man gonna do to anybody? How am I supposed to be afraid? How is that the guy that Batman can't seem to fucking stop?
Yeah. Because, in all honesty, the Joker has to be one of the best planners in comics. Because every time you catch him, well, you see the Empire State Building there? You have an option. You can arrest me, or that explodes in 5 minutes. It's like, fuck, every time I got you, you got some other shit. And he even figured out a way to kill the Flash.
This dude seemed like the dumbest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was obsessed with living in his own head, and like you said, that wasn't the Joker. You know, to be honest with you, that wasn't, because even in part one, he's imagining. He's
imagining.
Yeah, he's imagining
a
relationship.
Back.
Yeah. He's a relationship with his neighbor.
With Zazie Beetz.
Yeah, and then he's doing the same shit as as a comedian, and it's like, okay, the Joker didn't really do that. The Joker was one of those, was the greatest con man. Like he's like Jim Jones, not the rapper, the guy that got 187 people to kill themselves.
The Kool-Aid, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like him.
Here's the fucking greatest thing about the Joker, right? There's a term called the unreliable narrator.
Okay.
Where it's the person telling the story can't be trusted because he doesn't even know if he's lying or not. Right? That's the route they went with Arthur Fleck and the Joker 1 and Folie à Deux. He's the unreliable narrator. We don't know if he's telling the truth or not. The geniusness of the Joker in the comics is we think he's the unreliable narrator, and then oh shit, no, he actually did it.
Yeah. Like, oh no, he's serious.
Yeah, that wasn't a fucking. He's not lying.
Yeah. How many times we seen the cartoon? He's on that news network. I'm a rehabilitated man, and everyone needs to smile, even if all of you die. What? And everybody's dead, and they're smiling. See how much better it is when everybody smiles, and he's just fucking running. Like, yeah, no. He's a killer, and he killed everybody here. That's what happened. It's like Saw. If you pass the test, you go. You pass the test, you got free. You didn't have your leg with you, but you got free.
Yeah, but you gotta pay the price for it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's. I don't want to say that you could get away from the Joker because there's no. If you pass the test, you die. If you fail the test, you die.
There is no test.
Yeah, you're dead. just so you know, you're dead. And the only reason why I kept you alive is because it pissed Batman off even more. You know what I'm saying? Like that where is that? Like, how would we live in a world where we seen gruesome shit in movies? Shit that shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? Like those scenes that are like, all right.
Terrifier 3.
Not even that, like real movies where they show like the indecent shit like happening to people and women and us, and you're like, okay, you could have just told, like, we could have done without the graphic nature.
Yeah, irreversible.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't need this, but you can't make a guy who's just psychotic and kills everybody for the sake of trying to get Batman to kill him. Like, what's in the box? You could do, but God forbid I kill people so Batman can be mad at me. Like even in the Dark Knight shit, after a while, it's like, wouldn't you have rigged it so he died anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like the whole shit, like, because you made the Joker almost like a martyr.
Yeah.
Of like, this is what's wrong with society. Where, yeah, he could say this is what's wrong with society. And then at the end, but I'm worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, society ain't that bad when it comes to me. You know, because it's like, if you kill the senator in 20 minutes, I won't blow up the bridge. 15 minutes into the fucking thing, the Joker blows up the bridge and the senator at the same time because he put a bomb in the senator's ass and he didn't know. It's like, well, you ran out of time. We had 5 more minutes. Oh, my watch is broken.
Yeah, my watch is broken.
Yeah, you know, I was like, oh. Well, on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because that would have made it even scarier. It's like, oh, shit. Like, it's not even up to us. Like, the boat. You got to kill one of them. I believe in people. Do you? Blah! you shouldn't have believed in me. Because I killed both of those fucking boats. It wasn't surviving, Batman. You know, and then you get a little pat in the head. But good for trying. You know.
You know why they don't do that? Because again, in a comic or in the animated series, you can get away with a lot more shit for suspension of disbelief. There's no way in a live action film he could have done that. And Batman's like, well, I still got my one rule I can't kill. Yo, what are you gonna do with him? Did you have one option and one option only? Like, are you gonna bury him underneath Arkham Asylum? Yo, My Hero Academia. I brought this up last time. We finally saw the end. Even with the I tried to save the Shinraku or whatever the fuck his name is. This dude. Even though I tried to save him, I couldn't. His body just. You had to kill the thing dead to stop them. Every single person showed up to make sure you got that one hit to eradicate this motherfucker. Because if you didn't, we all die.
Yeah.
You can frame it any way you want. Oh, but I rejoined him with his brother. That's the shit that was missing in his heart. And I reached out to him and I showed him that, he didn't have to be this way. It was all his love. You had to get rid of the motherfucking vessel that was threatening the world. He had to die. You could do whatever fuck you want. You disintegrated his ass.
Huh?
Then Araku, mad, crying because she couldn't, because the girl with the blood gave her the blood transfusion to save her life and she had to die. I couldn't find another way. This bitch she gave her life for you. You did change her. You got what the fuck are we talking about?
You found the goodness in her and she used that goodness to save you.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah. Because people are just not happy. You know that whole saying, as long as I connect with one of you people and I can teach one of you people, I was successful. Now it's, if I don't teach every single one of you fucks, I failed. Remember that?
No, it used to be as long as I reach one of you. Now it's I need to reach specifically you. If I don't get specifically you, it don't matter how many other people I get.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna segue to the end of the year list.
Yeah. Let's go to the best movies and the worst movies and the movies among movies that are men.
So again, I haven't seen a lot. I don't know what the fuck that was. I haven't seen a lot of movies, but I got enough for a top 5 and enough for one horrible movie of the year that I actually saw. So don't get at us with fucking War of the Worlds on Amazon because I didn't watch that shit. I'm going to start with the one worst movie I saw this year. House of Dynamite. It's a Netflix movie. I'm going to fucking say the whole thing here. I don't give a shit. It's been out for a while.
Okay.
It's a Netflix movie about a nuclear missile that gets launched from an undisclosed, unknown submarine. And it is the fallout of how the U.S. government goes through its protocol to deal with said missile. And the first 40 minutes are intriguing because you're seeing how the U.S. government enacts its protocols and what the steps it needs to do and what's happening, who they're calling, who they're on the phone with, how they're trying to figure out who shot it. Was it North Korea? Was it Russia? Where was the fucking missile? Oh, the satellite didn't pick it up. There was a blind spot and no satellite on the planet picked up where it came from. Then you go to Alaska where they have the interceptor missiles. We find out there's a 60% chance that this works. It's not 100%. They fire the rocket. It missed. This nuclear weapon is coming to land in Chicago. It's coming to hit us. The thing we had to stop it is done. We fucked it up and we missed. That's the first 40 minutes. Then it goes to chapter 2. where we're going to see this entire movie play out again, but from the perspective of this guy. And his perspective is he was in a car with his pregnant wife, got stuck in traffic, got put in the car, ran out of the car, ran into the fucking White House bunker, and did the exact same shit we already know he did. And then it switched. And now we're going to see the exact same movie play out, but this time from the perspective of the president, who was doing some sort of meeting at the White House, and then got into his car, and then went to go see Angel Reese and shoot some hoop with some kids. And turns out either Idris Elba cannot shoot a basketball for his life, or he's the greatest actor ever because he made it look like his version of the president can't shoot a basketball to save his life. And then the phone call comes in. And then we just see him do the shit we already know he did. And then it switches to another motherfucker's perspective. And we see the same shit play out, but from his fucking perspective. The only thing that was shocking after that 40 minutes is the Secretary of Defense called his daughter, who he's estranged from, found out she was dating, kind of reconciled a little bit. And then they said, sir, we need to get you into the chopper and we need to get you out of this building and into the safe bunker. And he walked up to the helicopter on the roof, to the helo pad. And while everybody was looking at him, he kept walking and straight off the fucking building he went. And then nobody ever said anything because in one of the segments, you hear somebody, it's called House of Dynamite. In one of the segments, you hear, sir, the Secretary of Defense is coming up. Oh, shit, no! And it's never brought up again. And then my favorite part, the movie ends with a car driving to a secure bunker location. We don't know who's in the car. We don't know when this happened. We don't know if it hit. We don't know any fucking thing. And it ends.
It sounds like your movie, Leon. Yeah, that's one of those. Let's say let's not and say we did.
Yeah. Yo, that right there is what we call Full Metal Jacket. And for anybody who's in the military, whenever they play Full Metal Jacket, at least they did for my time in the Navy, they would do the entire boot camp scene. And when that ended, when Gomer Pyle shot himself right before it went to them going into Vietnam, they would cut the movie, roll the credits, we're out. It's the only part of the movie they ever showed. Because the rest of the movie is really dog shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
This House of Dynamite has to be like that. Get to the 40-minute mark. Once it switches to the next perspective, cut the movie off. You've seen it.
His Vantage Point did something similar to that, but that was actually different movies leading up to the same outcome.
Yeah.
So,
now, my top 5 movies of the year.
All right.
And we're going to go from 5 to 1.
All right.
Number 5, Sinners.
I agree with that.
Sinners was an awesome movie. I really love how they played within the rules, or I love how they set the rules for their vampires and stayed within that rules. Right? It to me, it's not a perfect movie, but it was a fucking really good movie.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Fantastic Four.
Okay. I enjoyed the movie too.
Right? It was like actually reading. I mean, we've said in the thing, it was like actually seeing the comic book characters I knew growing up for 40 years on screen, finally fully 3D realized, and not just 2D versions of themselves. Number 3, Superman. Unexpectedly fun. That for some reason when that came up, I was like, who the fuck put that?
Yeah, it's my night bot. It's a bot.
So it was unexpectedly fun. David Cornstead I think he's going to be my go-to for Superman going forward. Now, he's got to do more movies and earn it to take it away from Christopher Reeves.
Yeah.
But I think he's on his way. Number 2, Thunderbolts.
I was waiting for that one.
Thunderbolts was my number 1 Marvel movie this year. I love how they handled the topic of mental trauma and being lost in a place where every character is like, I know I should not be at this level. I should be somewhere else, but I got stuck here and I don't know what the fuck to do, until they band together and realize, yo, we can actually get out of this shit if we actually want to do this.
Yeah.
And number 1, can you take a guess? Or if you're thinking this hard, then no.
The Smashing Machine.
I didn't see the Smash Machine.
Oh, all right. Naked Gun.
Weapons.
Weapons. Just because of the way they ran.
Yo, Weapons was one of the most intriguing. Now that's a story that did the different perspective on the same tale. Good, because we saw what happened with the teacher and all the shit she went through, and then we switched the perspective to the father, Josh Brolin, and the specific shit he went through during this time. Then what the cop went through during this time, what the principal went through. It wasn't the same exact thing. It's just he was standing to the left. Like, everybody was going through shit, handling the situation differently.
Yeah.
Then you throw in the witch. Then you throw in probably the greatest finale I have seen. Where you literally have she's probably in her 60s, probably close to 70. And she's running like Usain Bolt from a World War Z zombie horde of fucking kids through houses, through the backyard. It was almost like watching Ferris Bueller try to fucking get back into his house before the principal knocked on his door, jumping through backyards and shit. And then they fucking rip her apart. It was great. So those are my top 5 picks of the year, and the one god awful stinker.
And Naked Gun is an honorable mention.
I would have put Naked Gun on here, but
compared to those other movies, Naked Gun is not up there.
Yeah.
Because I forgot about Weapons, to be honest with you. But it didn't make sense. Yeah, in the beginning, it was hard to track, and I hated that fucking girl. I hated the teacher. But then you watch it, it's like, okay, now we're getting it. All right, yes. And it makes sense because this isn't like a fucking back city town where you wouldn't expect the world's greatest fucking scientists or
detectives.
Yeah, detectives and or supernatural experts. Like Constantine ain't chilling there. You know what I'm saying? So like I get it. That makes sense.
And
yeah,
the one question I have for the fucking cop. What the fuck was that? Was it really that bad? His wife seemed awesome.
Yeah.
What the fuck was the problem? But anyway. Do you have any amendments for a list that you would put? Because you've probably seen 1 to 2 more movies than I did.
Well,
you know what else I wanted to put on there? Here's another honorable mention. Predator Badlands.
Yeah, that was a
movie I didn't have hope for, and it was genuinely surprised at how good it was.
Yeah. Like I don't think I watched. I think I just watched The Smashing Machine. That was the only other movie that we saw that.
Technically, you can put Killer of Killers if you like that one.
Killer of Killers.
The animated Predator movie that came out on Hulu.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Smashing Machine was alright, but it wasn't better than the movies you mentioned. It wasn't as good as what everybody like. The way they presented this shit, it wasn't as good as they said it. Like this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's a movie. It's a movie. It had the little grain on it. It felt old, beautiful. But the movie I have to mention, and I'm gonna look up a little fact real quick.
That I'm on pins and needles anticipating what this is.
Okay. The movie I'm gonna bring up technically didn't come out this year, but I saw it. It came out in 2023, but it sucked so fucking much that it has to be put in the worst movie I've ever seen since 1995. Expendables 4. That movie was fucking trash. It was so trash that it's worse than any movie that came out this year, next year, and the year after that. Like, holy shit, that movie was fucking trash. Like, I would rather watch Double Dragons and Street Fighter again before that fucking movie.
Yo,
holy shit.
Shut your mouth. Those are good movies.
No, they are good movies, but for Hodge doesn't like Double Dragon. But you know what I'm saying?
What would you rather watch? Would you rather finish Fully of Doom or watch Expendables 4 again?
So Joker 2 was fucking trash also. I made it through this movie. Wolfman. Oh, that was another movie. Did we watch it this year?
I honestly thought that came out last year. I didn't think Wolfman was that bad.
That was 2025. It came out in the movie theaters and then immediately came out in streaming. But yeah, it came out this year.
I didn't think Wolfman was that bad. I kind of see where they were going with it.
Yeah, I like the fact that they gave us a perspective of him changing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw how long it took for him to change.
I think, you know what I think it was? I think they went too realistic of how he would have changed into a wolf.
Yeah.
Because he didn't look like the Wolfman at all. He just looked like a caveman. Shut up. I don't trust your fucking movie knowledge. You probably don't even know what the fuck we talk. You probably think we're talking about Dog Cop or Cop Dog, whatever the fuck that movie.
He saw Wolfman on YouTube. It was the short where the dog rescued the wolf, and then the wolf got put down because it ate a cow, and he's like, that sucked. He didn't even turn into a man.
Yeah. You don't get the comment if you ain't gonna be in here.
Shitting on that note, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that's it for this year, everybody. This will be the last show of the year. Happy New Year to everybody.
I want to wish everybody watching for today and in perpetuity, may 2026 be an even better year than it was for this year. Everything that you strive for to achieve comes through. Happy New Year to family and friends and everybody else.
Word. And also, hopefully 2026 isn't as hard as 2025 was.
Is it 2020?
2025. That's how hard that shit was. There was so many 20s in there.
Yo, that's like that Cleopatra 2025.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, yeah. But hopefully 2026 is a lot better year, and turns out to be a lot better year for the Nukkle Hedd Network and all of our viewers and all the people who don't watch, even though fuck you should be watching. And yeah, that's gonna be the last fuck you from the Nukkle Hedd Network until 2026.
Nah, this is the last fuck you 2025.
That's right, bitch. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.